can someone else tell me what my God wants from me? How can someone tell me that God cares so much about what? Hello and welcome back to Grumble and Growl. I'm Gail Tosh, your host, as we examine issues from the local to the global perspective so that you can make better choices. Tonight, folks, we're going to talk about religion. And in my opinion, religion is one of the biggest evils of the day. We are still fighting over who worships the right God, what that God says or doesn't say about gay rights, abortion, wearing restrictive and human rights defying clothing. You know the drill. I think it's absurd to believe that what people think of as God has any care in the world about these trivial, mundane trappings of human life. Look at the cosmos. Where is heaven? Where is hell? Where do the angels live? It's entirely selfish to think that in that grand expanse, God, who, by the way, looks like Brad Pitt, is the ruler and Earth is his headquarters. I don't care what religion you believe in. That just sounds way too convenient. Almost like it's made up. Yet, religion is the driving force of war, oppression, and trauma. Look at the Taliban and their interpretation of the Sharia law, or the Catholic Church and their insistence on chaste ministry. The Taliban is horrifically violent in a mass and public way. The Catholic Church is violent in a private and secretive way. But both institutions use religion for control. Do this, don't do that, wear this, don't wear that. I find it fishy that religion requires an intermediary between a believer and their God. A flesh and blood intermediary who has cravings, just as I do. I don't have faith in other humans, even those ordained by institutionalized religion to bring me unadulterated spiritual guidance. How can someone else tell me what my God wants from me? How can someone tell me that God cares so much about what a person wears? Yes, I'm singling out the Taliban and Afghanistan right now. But look how horrifying it is to be a woman there right now. Explain to me how a kind, loving God would want this dehumanizing situation for half of its followers. It smacks of fear. The leaders of the Taliban are obviously afraid of women, and so put them in virtual slavery, using religion as a smokescreen for their misogyny. Women can't be educated or work. They can't be seen even outside their own house without this restrictive, dehumanizing manner of dressing. They're not allowed to participate in the process of being human. And when they protest, even in their own homes, by educating themselves on something, members of their own families turn them into authorities, and they are beaten and or taken to prison. God says this is to happen? I think not. I think some scared little pussy of a man thought it up and exacted his revenge on all women because one woman proved stronger than him. Why don't you come at me, bro? Mano y womano. I'll beat your ass to death with my bare hands while you're busy getting a boner at my uncovered head and send you to whatever hell you believe in. 72 virgins? I don't think so. You're going to be one of those 72 virgins for those demons in hell. Because my God spoke to me and said I need to stand up for human rights. And the Catholic Church and all the Christian offshoots of it, full of child molesting bastards. And we as a society turn our eyes away and allow it to happen in the name of God. Well, not in the name of my God. I don't need a preacher to tell me what's right and wrong. And just in case you need someone to tell you, buggering little kids is absolutely unrepentantly wrong. Doing it in the name of God only adds another level of horror, and there is no forgiveness for it. Organized religion? I don't think so. Here in the United States, we should start taxing these institutions as regular businesses because that's what they are. And religiously led countries like present-day Afghanistan, Iran, Gaza, Israel, Saudi Arabia are nothing but terrorist states. It's time to protect human rights, not allow religions to continue to oppress believers. Thanks for tuning in for another episode of Grumble and Growl. I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.